With Coach Prime sidelined much of the spring and early summer, Monday's press conference in Boulder carries serious implications, not just for Deion Sanders himself, but for the entire Colorado Buffaloes program as it readies for the 2025 season without two of its most dynamic playmakers, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Background: an unusual absence. After leading Colorado to a thrilling 9-4 finish in 2024, Deion Sanders has been conspicuously away from his sideline duties since April. He skipped the annual youth and high school camps, events explicitly required by his contract, leaving many in Boulder questioning his health and his commitment. His absence extended through spring practices and into June's Big 12 media days, where notably he did not join the Buffs contingent in Frisco, Texas. USA Today's Brent Schrotenboer reported that those missed obligations raised eyebrows on campus, fueling whispers of friction with athletic department leadership. Yet whispers have begun to give way to optimism. Sports Illustrated's Liam McKeown suggests that Sanders appears to be in good health as he embarks on the new year, and Buff Zone's Brian Howell confirms that Sanders and his medical team will address the public on Monday. What to expect? Monday 1. Health update and timeline. At the heart of Monday's gathering will almost certainly be an update on Sanders' health. Sources close to the program indicate that the coach has been in and out of consultations for a lingering foot injury, one he suffered early in spring but pushed through for as long as possible. Monday's message will likely include imaging results, a recovery timeline, and a clear date for Sanders to return to on-field coaching and recruiting visits. Number 2, coaching without key sons. The 2025 season opens a new chapter. It will be the first in Boulder without two of Sanders' most trusted lieutenants. Son Shedeur Sanders, the team's record-setting quarterback, departed for the NFL after an electric college career, and Travis Hunter, the 2024 Heisman Trophy runner-up at cornerback, is suiting up for the pros as well. Fans will be eager to hear how Coach Prime plans to replicate his trademark high-octane offense and lockdown defense with new faces at two pivotal positions. 3. Recruiting and program vision. Recruiting has been Sanders' calling card as he flipped multiple high-profile prospects during his first season. Monday's press conference should outline how he intends to sustain that momentum despite missing summer camps. Expect announcements of recent commitments, a renewed focus on regional talent pipelines, and perhaps a few surprise campus visits already on the books for August. Why this matters. Restoring confidence. For a fan base that sold out Folsom Field last year and watched Colorado become college football's hottest ticket, Sanders' absence left a void. Monday's clear, transparent update will be critical for restoring confidence among boosters, recruits, and season ticket holders. One well-delivered timeline, say, a return to full coaching duties by mid-August, could quiet lingering doubts. Setting the tone for 2025. Sanders built the Buffs' culture around energy, accountability, and splashy playmaking. Now he faces perhaps his biggest challenge, instilling that culture from afar and ensuring the next generation of Buffs understand and buy in. How he balances remote engagement, video calls, virtual walkthroughs with in-person leadership will set the tone for the season opener against a tough SEC opponent. The bigger picture in Boulder. Beyond wins and losses, Colorado's rise under Sanders has become emblematic of college football's prime time era, where celebrity coaches, social media savvy, and instant highlights drive national attention. Monday's press conference will be closely watched not just by Buffs fans, but by every Power 5 athletic director weighing the value of high-profile hires. Bottom line. Monday's medical update isn't simply about x-rays or rehab protocols. It's the next act in a coaching saga that's captivated college football. If Sanders can lay out a credible path back to the sidelines, rally his team around new leaders under center and in the secondary, and reassure recruits he's all in, Colorado's 2025 campaign will maintain the momentum of Coach Prime's first year. Fail to convince, however, and the buzz of Boulder could begin to fade as fast as it rose. Either way, come Monday afternoon, the true state of the Colorado Buffaloes and the future of Deion Sanders in Boulder will be impossible to ignore. Colorado Buffaloes fans are on edge after it was announced that head coach Deion Coach Prime Sanders and his medical team will hold a press conference on Monday to provide a detailed health update and outline his return to duty timeline in Boulder. Sanders, who has been absent from the program since April, faces a critical milestone, stepping back into the sideline spotlight for the 2025 season, his first without sons Shedeur and Shilo, both now in the NFL, and without dynamic two-way star Travis Hunter, the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. What we know so far. Extended absence. Sanders missed spring practices, April's youth and high school camps, and June's recruiting events. A striking departure for a coach whose personal brand and visibility have been central to Colorado's national resurgence. Contractual duties. Operating youth camps and engaging with recruits are stipulated in his contract as essential duties, making his prolonged absence all the more conspicuous. Big 12 Media Days preview. Though slated to appear at Big 12 Media Days on July 9th, he did not attend, fueling further questions about his readiness. What to expect Monday. According to BuffZone's Brian Howell, Sanders and his medical staff will address 1. Diagnosis and treatment. A rundown of whatever health issue kept him away, whether it involved surgery, rehabilitation for a lingering injury, or proactive measures to maintain his famously vigorous lifestyle. 2. Recovery timeline. A clear roadmap detailing the phases of his return, light duties, full practice participation, and game day readiness. 3. Support staff adjustments. Possible temporary expansions of his coaching staff or interim coordinators who handled play calling, game planning, and on-field drills in his absence. Why this matters. Program stability. Sanders transformed Colorado from a one-win team in 2022 into a 9-4 squad in 2024. His presence on the sideline has been credited with boosting recruiting, energizing fans and donors, and attracting national media attention. A prolonged or recurring absence could threaten the momentum he built. Coaching without family. This season marks Sanders' first without Shedeur at quarterback and Shilo in the secondary. Analysts believe his unique rapport with his players, fueled in part by coaching his own sons, will be tested as he reestablishes authority and connection with a roster now fully independent of his family ties. With a new offensive coordinator and an infusion of transfer portal talent, Colorado enters 2025 with hopes of contending for a Big 12 title. Sanders' health and availability will be pivotal in sustaining the program's trajectory. What fans and analysts are saying, optimism from Sports Illustrated, Liam McKeon noted, "It seems Sanders is in good health as he embarks on this new year. His resilience and work ethic suggest he'll be back stronger than ever." Cautious realism. Others point out that coaching demands, week-to-week travel, recruiting, and practice intensity can exacerbate even minor health issues. How Colorado manages his workload upon return will be scrutinized closely. Monday's announcement will either alleviate concerns or deepen uncertainty as the Buffs prepare for fall camp. If Sanders emerges with a clear, phased plan for re-engagement, Colorado's football revival can press forward. But any indication that he may miss the start of camp or early season games could force a more significant staff reshuffle and raise questions about whether Prime Time can sustain his outsized impact through his third year at Boulder.